Shuka Yogi. Shuka was a great yogi. When he was still in his mother's womb, he knew the world would be full of distractions. So, though the 9 months of confinement were over, he chose not to be born. 1, 2, then 12 years passed, yet there was no sign of the child. His poor mother found it difficult to move about with a 12-year-old boy in her womb, but she did not know what to do. She appealed to her husband, Maharshi Vyasa. Requested the boy to come out quickly, but the boy replied that it was safer for him inside the womb. If he came out, he would be exposed to the snares of the world. Then all the gods appealed to Shuka. The boy gave them the same reply, but they persisted. Your mother finds you too heavy to carry within her. You are a great yogi. How can the world drag you down with its fascinations? It can ensnare only small people. Please come out. On these repeated requests, Shuka came out as a 12-year-old youngster. All the gods gave him their blessings. Within a very short time, he realized the highest truth of his own accord. But as he had no guru, he thought perhaps there was something more to be learnt. He went to his father and asked for his guidance. Maharshi Vyasa said, Son, you have already reached the supreme goal. Beyond that, there is nothing. But Shuka was not convinced. So Vyasa directed Shuka to Mithila to be instructed by King Janaka. Shuka thought, Janaka is a householder and a king. How can he instruct me? But he obeyed his father and went straight to Mithila. At Mithila, he was not allowed inside the gates as he did not have the king's permission to enter. Shuka remained at the gates for 7 days. No one paid any attention to him, even though he was the son of the great Vedavyasa. But Shuka waited patiently. On the eighth day, the king came with a huge retinue and welcomed him with due reverence. He took him in a procession through the streets of Mithila to a palace which was meant for his stay. Hundreds of beautiful ladies were employed to serve him. Dainty dishes were prepared to satisfy his taste buds, and he was treated to lavish hospitality. But all this pomp and show did not move Shuka in the least, for in his mind was the one thought of being instructed in the science of the reality. One day he was invited to attend the court. Here King Janaka and his courtiers were being entertained with dance and music. Shuka sat on the seat to which he was led, neither reveling in the entertainment nor showing any aversion to it. Then King Janaka gave him a vessel brimming with oil and asked him to go round the hall 7 times, taking care not to spill a single drop. Shuka took the vessel of oil in his hand. He looked neither left nor right, but walked around the hall 7 times. He was distracted neither by the entertainment nor by the rich decorations of the hall. When he had finished the rounds, he gave the vessel back to Janaka. Not a drop had been spilled. Then King Janaka asked Shuka to open his mouth and put a piece of sugar candy in it. He told him to keep it there for 15 minutes. At the end of 15 minutes, Janaka looked in his mouth. The sugar candy was as it was when it was put in his mouth. Not a bit of it had melted, nor was there a trace of saliva on the tongue. Janaka was happy with the perfect example of realization in front of him. He told Shuka, Son, you have nothing more to learn or achieve. You have reached the supreme goal. Go back in peace. Shuka prostrated to King Janaka and returned home.